the way Coach Doran runs his program, I think it was a perfect fit. And whenever I took my visit, I found out exactly that. And then I was able to sit down with the offensive coaches, Coach Nye and Coach Roper, and learn more about the system and how they would implement my style of play into the offense. And something that really intrigued me and something that was really exciting. So confident I made the best decision, and just really grateful for the opportunity.
Quarterback play is something that kind of was missing, consistently for this team in recent years. How do you feel that you translate with what you did at Coastal and what you did at Porter Ridge, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that. How does that translate for you?
I think just me being myself, playing the same style of football that I've played that's got me to this point, and I think I just have to continue to grow, continue to enjoy the process and the day-to-day grind and the preparation week to week that's led me to a lot of success in my career, and just go out there and being myself and not second guessing, just letting it rip and having fun.
Shortly after you committed, the expectation level for NC State increased.
Yeah.
Is there some added pressure with that? Or do you welcome it? I mean, you're just one guy, but it really did change the outlook.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I think the expectation in Raleigh is to win and to win the league, and it's something they've been so close to doing the past couple of years. And I think it was just an accumulation of me and the other guys they were able to acquire in the transfer portal. It was just exciting. It's an exciting time in Raleigh, obviously with the men's and women's basketball team and baseball going on the run and things like that. It's just a lot of buzz in Raleigh, and people are excited. We have an unbelievable fan base and a lot of support. So the people love football, and I think they're ready to see a championship in Raleigh.
Once you put your name in the portal, how quickly did the offers come or the interest come for you?
Yeah, my phone was ringing before I walked out of the compliance office, so that was a little stressful. But it's good to feel wanted, to know that people believe in me and to give me the opportunity to play at some prestigious schools such as NC State is it's a great feeling, something that I knew I always had in me, and was able to play some good ball and put myself in that position. So definitely a whirlwind of an experience in the transfer portal, but grateful that it's over and grateful to be in such a great spot at NC State.
How's it been kind of building that relationship with Casey, some of the other receivers you have during this process?
Yeah, man, it's awesome. Casey, another Charlotte guy, obviously, so some things like that. A lot of local guys, a lot of in-state guys, but it's been awesome, man. I mean, I have nothing but playmakers around me, and you turn on the tape from last year and you see that, and then all the guys that we've added. I mean, it's exciting, and so it makes my job a whole lot easier. I just got to distribute the ball to the fast guys at the right time, and so love working with Casey. He's going to have another great year, and just all the guys around me have been great.
I know you and Coach are both pressure, complimenting the defense with some good offense this year. Kind of have you and the other offensive guys kind of approach that this offseason, and how you guys plan on dealing with that during this year? Yeah,
I think it started in the spring, and with iron sharpening iron, it's something that Coach talks about all the time. And there's always been strong defense in Raleigh, and just competing against those guys every day and making each other better. The competition level is extremely high every day, and we know there's a lot of expectation on the offensive side of the ball, and we've been working extremely hard to be able to execute at the highest level possible. So really excited to get going and to be under center. Really excited.
So go ahead. So Grayson, I know you're new to the ACC conference. What do you know about the UNC-NC State rivalry?
Man, not too much. I know it's a lot of good football games. Was able to go to the UNC-NC State basketball games. That was cool. Y'all got us in that one, obviously, but yeah, man, excited for it. We get to come to you guys this year, so looking forward to it, and good to see you, brother.
Absolutely.
Myrtle Beach guy right here, Myrtle Beach.
I know you and Coach have both talked about winning the ACC. In the first year of the 12-team playoff, how much excitement is there from a player level that you don't have to get into the top four to get into that thing, and it's going to open the door for a lot more teams to have a chance?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's exciting for a lot of programs. Smaller schools, these G5 schools that go and have these crazy runs. It was the Coastal in 2020, and it was the Liberty team last year that was able to go and do it. And there's so much room for opportunity. You go and handle your business in your league, and you get an unbelievable opportunity to do something that's really never been done before, that's been able to be done before. So It's definitely exciting. We know that it's still a week-to-week process and something that we can't just solely focus on. But at the end of the day, we know if we take care of our business, take care of the league, that we have an unbelievable opportunity this year.
Do you look at it like you're stepping up from Sun Belt to the ACC, from Coastal NC State? Do you look at it that way?
I mean, I do. I think you kind of have to, right? It's a prestigious league and a lot of really good football teams, but for me, it's just I'm the same guy. You know, I've gotten better in terms of my mental and my body, and just as a quarterback in general. But it's going to be the same guy out there playing. You know, a lot of energy, chip on my shoulder, toughness, grit, just out there having a lot of fun doing what I love, and being a great teammate. At the end of the day, I want to be a great teammate, and you know, bring all those guys along with me and try to make them as best as they possibly can.
Chip on your shoulder from what?
Sir?
You said a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of been my blueprint growing up. You know, coming out of high school, won a lot of football games, put a lot of really good stuff on tape, and had, you know, four offers coming out, and then you know, get the opportunity to go play at Coastal Carolina, have 3 really good years, play a lot of really good football, win a lot of big football games, and just kind of still flying under the radar. You know, just kind of still feel a little disrespected, like I don't exactly get the respect that I deserve. And, you know, that's why I'm here. I'm here at NC State to prove that, and to be the best quarterback and the best leader that this team needs. So just kind of always been my mantra and my style of play to have that chip on my shoulder.
Do you feel like the mullet is a source of power?
I do. Yeah, I think so. Whenever I showed up in Raleigh and I didn't have the mullet, guys were a little confused. So got a lot of mullet requests, so I guess we're going to let it fly one more time.
How much longer will it get?
It's going to get long. I'm going to let it go. So here in about a month or so, it'll be pretty long. But yeah, I'm going to let it go. I'm all in.
There's a barber shop downstairs. I'm thinking maybe I get one.
Let's go. Yeah, I'll go down there with you. We get it done. Yeah.
Are you and Dawson doing it together one day?
Oh yeah. I think I've got Zeke in now. Zeke Carell. He's got his growing out, so we just got to shape up the sides, and hopefully he'll be in with me too.
What do you think of all the weapons that they've assembled around you?
It's exciting, man. A lot of really good football players, a lot of fast guys that you get the ball in their hands, they can do special things, and makes the job of the quarterback much easier, you know.
What did you know about Casey Concepcion before you got to NC State, and what are your impressions of him now that you're there and you've been throwing the ball to him?
Yeah, like I said, I'm a Charlotte guy, grew up in the area, so knew the name coming up. Obviously was a really highly recruited guy that played a lot of really good football in high school. You watch the kid play, I mean, he's electric. I mean, you guys saw it last year for the first time. Being such a young guy and doing what he was able to do is impressive. And just you get there and you work with him and his football IQ and his spatial awareness, and the kid just understands how to get open. You can tell he wants the ball, and you put the ball in his hands and good things happen. So love KC and love working with him. Excited.
What specifically about Dave Williams?
Yeah, I think it was important for me in the process to find a program that had a standard, you know, set in stone, and a coach that has some stability, that's been there for a long time. And obviously Coach Dorn going into year 12 now, I believe. The program and the standard set, and having a coach like that to lean on, a guy that knows the area and knows the university like the back of his hand, is important for me. So I love Coach Dorn and love his coaching style and how he goes about his business. So
What about the differences in scheme from Coastal heading into NC State?
Yeah, I mean, obviously different. Looking forward to it. Obviously, got to be in a new system last year and do some different things. But I think I fit great into the system. The spring was great. Learned a lot and was able to play smoothly in that system. So I think what they're able to do with me in the system is going to be special.
Think about your time at Coastal. What do you think of?
Unbelievable memories, man. Kind of like I said, one of those schools that took a chance on me, and whenever I got there, it was 5-7, 5-7, and then we come on the scene in 2020 and have an unbelievable year, and just kind of change the program around. And that place is special to me. It always will be. And I really, really enjoyed my time there. Never really wanted to leave, but at the end of the day, I had to make a decision that was best for me. But love Coastal Carolina, love that place, and yeah.
You mentioned 2020. How frustrating was it to you and your teammates to not even really be considered for the playoff? And now that it is at 12 teams, I have to think you are a big number.
Yeah, I mean, understandable, right? Like, you put in strength of schedule and all those things like that, like, understandable. We have a good football team that won some big games and, something that we were looking forward to. And obviously, won the league that year and played with some unbelievable guys, had a lot of talent on that team. But you look at it now, in the landscape of it now, if a team goes and does that, I mean, the possibilities are endless, and the opportunities just roll in. So definitely wish we would have got that opportunity, but, definitely looking forward and excited for sure.
Grayson, who won the Kendrick-Drake beef?
I have no idea, honestly. I didn't even keep up with it, honestly. I think I heard Kendrick's song or something, but I couldn't even tell you much about it, honestly. Good question, though.
Because of what you did at Coastal, is there a self-confidence factor, even when you're changing leagues and changing teams, that you kind of have a belief that you know you can do a good job?
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely confident in myself and my teammates, and I know I can get it done. I've known for a long time that I could play football at this level. And I mean, I think for anybody, you go out and you have a lot of success, your confidence is boosted, and the self-confidence is so huge, especially for young players. You go out there and you see that you can do it, and then it's just football, and then you're just playing football again. So my confidence has never been higher. I'm in a great spot, and I'm excited.
Going off that, does this feel like a fresh start? It's the first time in a while you've entered a year not as the reigning player of the year. Is there less pressure on yourself knowing?
I don't know, man. I think doing it 3 years in a row in the Sun Belt, there was definitely some pressure built up. But I mean, it's extremely refreshing to be in a new spot. And I mean, the pressure's always there, but I would say, it's a little bit off that, all the light's not on me, how it was for 3 years. But definitely refreshing, man, and it's been great so far, so I'm really excited to be in the Raleigh.
Has there been any former NC State quarterbacks that reached out to you and like, hey, good luck, man?
Yeah, I've spent some time with Mike Glennon. Got to talk to Mike a good bit, and was lucky enough to be able to go to Phillip Rivers' Hall of Fame induction. Got to sit down and talk to him, and a lot of good quarterbacks have played at NC State, so was able to talk to those two guys. Great dudes, obviously unbelievable quarterbacks, but really good guys.
Have you been able to talk to Jamie Chapwell since your departure?
Yeah.
How has that been like?
Yeah. I talk to those guys every once in a while and keep up with those guys. They're family to me, and they're important to me. So talk to those guys. Obviously, they're doing their own thing and extremely busy, but keep up with those guys as much as I can and love hearing from them.
What's your reaction to the video game and being in it? Have you used yourself?
It's pretty sweet, dude. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to, it's unreal, dude. Like just playing with myself in a video game. This doesn't seem real, but it's addicting. I'm trying to not let myself play it so much because once I get on, I feel like I can't get off. But definitely pretty cool.
What's your favorite? You guys start your ACC schedule at Death Valley in Clemson.
Yep.
What does it mean to you to be able to start your away schedule like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. I'm excited for it. I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough one on the road at Death Valley, one of the best atmospheres in college football. And, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously have some big games before that, so we're going to take it week by week, but that one's definitely circled on the calendar, and we're definitely excited to go down there and play.
Because you've got both Tennessee and Clemson in September, is there a sense that this team has to really kind of hit the ground running and be ready to go and not just kind of ease into the season?
Yeah, I think that's always the mindset. It doesn't matter who you play. You have to prepare with the same mindset every week, and that week 1 game against Western Carolina is just as important as the week 4 game at Clemson. And, I mean, season's here, camp's here, so we're hitting the ground running, and here in a month, be ready to go. So yeah, we're going into it full steam, ready to go.
What is your favorite pregame snack?
That's a good question. I love pistachios. And always gotta have a banana for some potassium. But yeah, I'm a pistachio guy. I love pistachios.
You talk about that Clemson game and just sort of the unique rivalry that you're entering into with NC State and them. Have you gotten any impressions from your teammates about that, or just what have you heard about what this unique rivalry has been building for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, was able to watch the game last year and just the environment, and it's a big game every year. Obviously, two traditions that have been very rich in college football for a long time, and two extremely relevant programs. So anytime the red and the orange go against each other, it's a big game. So haven't heard too much about it, but was able to watch the game last year and just feel the energy from both sides. And, really excited to go down there and play those guys.
Can you recap some of the injuries that you kind of dealt with, and just how difficult it was trying to get back from some?
Yeah. Had a rotator cuff injury in my throw and shoulder in 2021, and had a repair on that, and then obviously the head injury, the concussion last year, probably the two biggest ones. But a little bit of a mental roller coaster, especially last year with the head injury. But just so grateful to be healthy and be fresh and ready to go. And I think it's just makes the story that much sweeter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But those were tough, but just grateful to be here and be healthy and be ready to play football.
Are you going to take fewer hits this year? As the coaching staff said, maybe you don't take as many gruesome hits as you took at Coastal.
I mean, that's always the plan, right? You get out there and you play football, and things don't always work out like that. But it's my job to be available and to take care of myself out there. Obviously, going to bring the aggressive play style that I bring running the football, but when it comes down to it, I can protect myself and get down on the ground. Something I definitely want to do.
How much do you consider entering the draft after last season? When did that decision?
That was always the plan. After last season was to enter the draft and see what happened, and then obviously the injury kind of set me back, and everything was kind of reset. I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to play football again, what that next step was going to be, and just sitting down talking to my mentors and my coaches and my family, and just ultimately came up with a decision to enter the portal. And I wasn't just going to enter the portal and go somewhere to go somewhere. I was going to go in the portal and make sure I found a perfect fit before I went into grad. I think I found exactly that. So.
You might not play football again? You might not play football again?
Yes, I mean, just dealing with a brain injury, a bad concussion, it comes into the conversation. Doctors will definitely kind of shy away from that just because that's their job to advise you. I mean, the brain's nothing to play with, you know what I mean? And football is a physical sport, and you're going to have that. But, definitely came up into conversation that there was a possibility I wasn't going to play.
How is that? Video game questions?
Sir?
Can I ask 2 quick video games? First, how much do you play?
More than I should, probably. No, I'm just kidding. I started a Road to Glory, so I've been doing that, but really haven't got into the other modes. But Unreal video game, pretty cool.
Your player rating, what was it, and what was your reaction to the rating, and maybe just the way you look at the game? Some guys don't like the pictures.
I'm pleased with my rating, 88. I like it. They made me kind of fast too, which I respect. I don't know if I still got wheels like that, but I like it. My guy can throw the ball, which I love. Pleased with the rating. The guy looks nothing like me, but still pretty cool to see my name on the jersey, and they got the game day swag and everything on point, so it's pretty cool.
Grayson, when you look at the position groups or individual players, who do you think has a chance for us to be talking about them in the season that maybe we're not thinking about?
Yeah, I think, Coach Doran talked about it a little bit, but obviously Noah Rogers and Wesley Grimes from the transfer portal, two really good players that grew up in the area that are going to be really good. Obviously Jordan Waters is an unbelievable guy and a really good football player, and some of these guys we brought in on defense in this late portal cycle with DK from Auburn, and those guys are some studs, and really looking forward to playing with those guys.
Grayson, how long did it take you to get over what you suffered last year with the concussion there at the end of the year?
It was a setback for sure. It was a lot of mental, a lot of adversity that I wasn't expecting, obviously. And, it was tough. Just, first of all, anytime you have to watch the sidelines and you can't be out there with your teammates, it's tough. And then, just so much going through my head about what the future looked like and what my plans were. And at the same time, trying to still prepare and get back on the field, it was a lot. I grew so much from it, though, and so grateful to be healthy and a fresh start. It's been great.
How do you balance the desire to want to keep playing and any concerns you might have had about the future and keep taking care of yourself and safety?
I think whenever the day comes where I have to stop playing football, it's going to be a tough day. It's a game that I love, a game I've loved my whole life, a game that's changed my life, really changed my family's life. And that's going to be a tough day whenever that comes. But having that conversation come up is just surreal that, any moment it can be taken away from you. And just kind of completely changing my mindset, just being so grateful for the opportunity to wake up and walk in the building and play football is it's unbelievable and something I'm really grateful for.
Do you worry at all about taking another hit? Or?
I don't, man. I think if I have that mindset, it'll just hinder me. I think I just got to go out there and let it rip and just play fast and prepare myself and put myself in the best possible position to stay healthy and do everything I can off the field to keep my body healthy and in shape. But no, man, I feel great. My head's clear, and I don't really have any worries, so I'm ready to go.
How clear was the week when you played BYU and you look back? And how much do you think your profile naturally changed because of that game?
Yeah, unbelievable year, obviously the COVID year. Weren't supposed to play him. I think they scheduled the game on like a Wednesday or Thursday. Playing on College game day was unreal. Pretty surreal, and obviously got the win in a crazy night. But yeah, I think kind of just my whole life changed. That game, the bullets, everything, and unreal. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Coastal Carolina and that 2020 team. It really kind of molded me into the player I am.
You ever talk to Jeffrey Gunter at all about his NC State time?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love Jeff. Obviously, Jeff grew up in Durham and spent some time at NC State. And, me and Coach Thunder were actually talking about Jeff a few weeks ago. Love Jeff. Blessing to be able to play with a guy like that.
It was crazy how it all worked out with Coach Beck and his staff and Coach Trickett knows Tony Gibson. Yeah. I mean, it's like you were surrounded by people in a small circle.
Yeah, small world, but everything happens for a reason, and God is good and put me in a great spot. So I'm just really grateful to be here.
When you hit the portal, how many schools did you hear from, and how quickly?
Yeah, I mean a good bit. I tried to narrow it down as quick as I could, just because I had a short window and everything was so hectic. Only took 2 visits. Went to Raleigh, obviously, and then went down to Orlando and visited UCF. I think I had like 4 or 5 in mind. South Carolina was in there. Oregon State. Started talking to the Baylor coaches late. But yeah, man, I mean, it was a whirlwind of an experience. And the year before, previously, when I kind of sprinkled in the transfer portal, I was able to talk to the NC State coaches and kind of develop a relationship. So it's kind of like they were ahead of everybody going in.
Did you have like an agent helping you through the process? Because there are a lot of considerations with NIL and all that. Like, how do you sort of navigate?
Yeah, I have a marketing team that had all the NIL conversations. When I got on the phone, it was strictly football and quarterback and offense and what your program is and what it brings and how I can go there and contribute. And didn't want to talk anything about NIL with coaches or anything like that. Just wanted to talk football and wanted to be recruited. So
after watching some of the tape from last year, what kind of areas did you see NC State fall short? What can you do to kind of improve that? It's such a offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a team effort. I think some guys were put in some tough positions and they still won a lot of football games. Everybody talks about the offense being down, but I mean, the offense played well to an extent. Obviously couldn't get over the hump to win 10 games and win the league and things like that, but the offense played well, and I think the guys we're bringing in will really get us over the hump and get us where we want to go.
How much homework did you do on maybe the whole ACC, just defenses? How familiar are you with other teams in the league?
Yeah, I mean, not much really going into it. Obviously a lot more now. Getting familiar with how the league plays defense and schematically what they want to do, but not that much. I mean, growing up in Charlotte, I always watched a lot of ACC football. But I mean, not too familiar with the defenses. Obviously, watching a lot more now, but not too much.
Is there any individual guys on the defensive end that you're just looking forward to playing? Maybe somebody you respect, think is one of the best in the league?
I mean, nobody in specific, man. I'm just excited for the challenge, week in and week out, to play in such a prestigious league with a lot of really good football teams. I'm just excited for that.
Being from Charlotte, how special it would be for you to play Tennessee at Bank of America Stadium?
Surreal, man. Full circle moment. Stadium I grew up as a kid going to, watching the Panthers play. That's going to be a crazy one. The stadium's going to be rocking. 2 really big fan bases that love football, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
How much will Team McCall have in the stands?
A lot, a good bit, yeah. People have been asking for tickets for months now, so that I'll have a big crew there for sure.
What's Dave doing like?
Unbelievable dude, authentic. He's real. What you see is what you get. And, he's the same person every day. Great leader, a great motivator, and a really good football coach. Really smart. Understands it from every aspect: offense, defense, special teams. The guy that you see on the media and you talk to is the same guy that comes in every day and coaches us. So, a great guy that leads a football team to where they want to go, and a great guy to be around.
Speaking of Dave Doran and the Carolina Panthers, you grew up watching the Carolina Panthers. You know that it's very smart to have a healthy fear of Steve Smith and what he says. Last year, Steve Smith came after NC State a little bit. Dave Doran stood up to Steve Smith in the state of North Carolina and defended his team. What does it mean to be following somebody out there who's not afraid of the mighty Steve Smith?
Yeah. I mean, Coach Doran loves NC State, and he's put so much into the program and the football team over the years that, people want to talk bad about the program. He's going to make sure to stand up for him. And after such a big win like that, I think he was just fired up and wanted to get some things off his chest. But that's him. That's Coach Doran, the energy he brings, and that's him every day. So he's awesome to be around.
Have you been to a game with Clemson?
No, sir.
What other adults in the room are making an impression on you? Some of the other coaches, people that you're interacting with at NC State?
Say that again.
Just adults, coaches at NC State are making a great impression.
Yeah, I think just it's a group effort, and the whole staff in general has been unbelievable. Kurt Roper, my quarterback coach, is phenomenal. One of the best in the country, and so smart. He's been around a lot of really good quarterbacks. Has developed a lot of really good quarterbacks, and just the staff and the family environment as a whole. I mean, the guys we came with today, the media team to the photographers and the videographers, just like everybody is all in this thing together, and a bunch of really good people in Raleigh.
You transfer in, how long before it became NC State became your normal? Before that was
I think it took about a month to really get settled in. The first week was kind of crazy, trying to understand how they do things and meeting all the people, but 3 to 4 weeks I get there and start feeling really comfortable, and everybody's welcoming me, and I would say about a month when I started feeling really comfortable and just kind of started to become the norm.
You got now, you're almost in T-minus mode. You're almost counting backwards to the regular season. How geeked are you for that? And then when you get in game week prep, how exciting is that?
I'm extremely excited, man. I almost want to slow down time a little bit. It seems like once you start the season, everything just kind of flies by and days get mixed and things like that. But I'm excited, man. I can't wait to kick off Thursday night in Carter Finley and get this thing rolling.
Have you already kind of formed a connection with one particular wide receiver?
I don't think so, man. I think just the whole group, it's a really good room. And some guys that have played some really good football that kind of lead the guys. I have a close relationship with all of them, even the young guys and the freshmen that just came in. We're kind of all in this thing together, and I spend a lot of time with the wideouts, so I love all those guys.
Grayson, what's excited you the most, or what have you been most impressed about with Casey and even Jordan on this offense?
Yeah, just getting out there in this, in spring camp with them and watching them play football up close. You watch them on tape and on TV what KC was able to do last year, and just his understanding of the game, his spatial awareness. The kid knows how to get open, and he wants the football, and when you get him the football, good things happen. Jordan, he's a veteran. He's a unbelievable guy to have in the backfield with me. It's like having another quarterback out there. Played a lot of snaps and knows what it takes on a week-to-week basis. So Jordan's definitely a vet, and I'm glad he's in the backfield with me.
You're coming to NC State 10,000 yards passing. I think probably nationally people are looking at this and saying, oh, NC State's like leveling up or they got their guy. But the truth is, you probably throw about 25 times a game on average in your career. You're going to a team that 2 years ago 36 times a game, last year 30 times a game. This might be opening things up for you. Yeah. Did you feel like when you were looking for schools, looking at NC State, that this was going to give you an opportunity to show a different side of your game?
No doubt. I think I have to continue to put new things on tape, and we're going to do what we're good at. If that's throwing the ball 40 times a game, that's what we'll do. If the run game is carrying us to where we need to go, and more RPO-based things like that. You know, I'm really comfortable doing anything right now. I've been training it this offseason, under center stuff. I mean, pro style, play action, all that stuff. So I'm really comfortable doing anything, and whatever's best for the offense and the team. You know, I'm ready to do it. And, just really excited. You know, they're kind of giving me the keys and letting me take this thing, so I'm excited.
Cool. Do you feel like your years at Coastal Carolina prepared you to be able to play the ACC?
Yeah, I think no matter where you are, just experience is great. And the more football you play, the more you learn. And, you know, the Sun Belt's a great league with a lot of really good football teams. And you have to prepare every week. You can't just, you know, roll the football out and expect to win. And I think it kind of, you know, really molded me into what I am now and the player I am. And just understanding the preparation it takes to go win a football game. There's so much more that goes into it other than what you guys see on Saturday. And just getting that routine and that schedule and just seeing more snaps and different defenses has been great. And I think I'm in a great spot to do some good things.
How different are Coach Chadwell and Coach Doyle?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely different. You know, different coaching styles for sure, but two great guys, two unbelievable leaders, two really good motivators, and two good football coaches that have done it for a long time and won a lot of football games. So definitely grateful to play for Coach Chadwell and obviously now Coach Doyle.
Grayson, I think NC State across all sports is one of the most underrated fan bases as far as like their passion and their enthusiasm for their team. What has Wolfpack Nation's impression been on you so far?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of support. You watch what the basketball teams were able to do and the support they got from the community, and got to go to some basketball games and got to go to the baseball games when we hosted the regional. And the community is just, they're great. So much support, and they love football, so I know they're excited. And you know, the home field advantage in Carter Finley is real, and you know, that's just kudos to our fan base and Wolfpack Nation and what they bring every week.
Did you have a dream of playing in Power 5 football growing up?
Yeah, always. I mean, I think, you know, you want to play on the biggest stage possible, and I knew I always had it in me. It took me 5 years to get here, but I think the football that I've played in years past has given me this opportunity. So definitely always been a dream, and really grateful to be able to do it now.
Is there maybe like a chip on your shoulder the fact that it took 5 years? Is that like you were underestimating?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's always been like that, and that's where I get my style of play from, just being an under-recruited guy. And even now, man, just the success I had at Coastal and just kind of being overlooked, kind of swept under the rug sometimes definitely motivates me. And I know I can do it, man. I put in the work and kind of bet on myself throughout this thing. And it's gotten me this far, and that's why I play with the chip on my shoulder.
Do you have any sense why you were kind of overlooked when you look back on that?
We ran a unique offense in high school, right? So I threw the ball maybe 10 times a game. So that definitely, you know, hindered my recruiting. So if I wanted to get offered, I had to throw in front of the coach or go to a camp or something like that. But then again, won a lot of football games in high school and, you know, put some good things on tape. But I don't think they didn't think I could throw the ball. So obviously I had to show them that I could do that, and some of the schools took a chance on me.
Grayson, you talked about the unique offense you ran in high school. You also had a unique offense at Coastal Carolina under Jamie Chadwell. How did that transition over the last couple of years help prepare you for this offense here under the...
Yeah, I think just doing different things and doing unique things, and just continuing to grow my game in all aspects. And then, you know, putting new things on tape, showing people, you know, in the league and at the next level that I can do it all, that I'm an all-around quarterback and can really get it done. So I think that system really molded me and you know, pushed me into the player I am today. And, you know, being in this new system in the spring was great. I feel really comfortable and, you know, confident I can get it done.
And Tim Beck obviously was a coordinator under Dave Doran for a couple of years. Was that parallel like noticed? Did Beck give you a hard time or Doran a hard time?
No, man. Coach Beck was great throughout the process. He had nothing but good things to say about NC State. And whenever I told him that I was taking the visit there, you know, he was great throughout it all. Told me that I was going to love it. I had nothing but good things to say. And, was obviously excited that I made the decision to be with Beck.
Awesome. Thank you.
I guess what's the coolest venue you would say you played in your career thus far? When you think about like a game like Clemson and Death Valley and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, got a chance to play in the Rose Bowl week 1 last year against UCLA, so that was pretty cool. Obviously, you know, a stadium that you grow up watching, and it's, being there, it doesn't even feel real. But yeah, just the teams that I'm getting the opportunity to play against and the different places we're able to go. Obviously, week 4 in Death Valley is going to be pretty surreal. One of the better environments in college football, and this game will take you crazy places I never thought I would go. So just really excited for it.
So Grayson, what's going to be a bigger honor, being NC State starting quarterback, or 2 years ago winning our award for Football Player of the Year?
Yeah. First of all, good to see you. Yeah, that was awesome, an honor. A really cool night to go out there and do that. But yeah, man, I think it's a pretty big honor to be the quarterback at NC State. So I'm looking forward to that. But definitely an honor to take that award, and good to see you. Thanks for being here.
So why are you bringing back the Miller?
Sir?
Why are you bringing back the Miller?
It's
Good luck.
yeah, it might be. Just kind of a football thing I've carried for the last couple of years, and was going to go without it, but all the guys wanted it back, so I'm bringing it back for them.
Grayson, you grew up locally in Union County.
Yeah.
I was over at Marvin when you were reporting.
Yeah.
And so, how cool is it to be back here in this area, knowing this could be the first, hopefully, 3 trips to Charlotte?
Yes, sir. It's awesome, man. It's always refreshing to be able to come back home. Obviously, see the family, but just being in the city I grew up in is awesome. And obviously, really looking forward to coming up here week 2 and playing, and hopefully making some more trips up here.
Just some fun questions for you.
Yeah.
Day game or night game?
Sir?
Day game or night game?
Night game, for sure.
White out or black?
White out.
If you could change anything about the NC State uniform, what would it be?
That's tough. Our uniforms are really nice. I don't know, man. Maybe like a red and black camo or something would be cool.
Okay. So if you're a pro wrestler, what song's playing as you walk to the ring?
A pro wrestler.
Walk-up song, whatever it is.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe some. I don't know. Maybe some Creed. Hired by Creed. I'll walk out to some Creed.
All right, scooters on campus. Great idea or just terrible misfortune?
Bad idea. Bad idea. No student athletes should be on those things. I've seen some pretty bad wipeouts on those things.
All right, and the most important question, what is your cookout tray?
Oh, that's a great question. So I definitely mix it up, but I'll go big double burger. Got to go chicken quesadilla. And depending on how hungry I am, I'll either go bacon wrap or chicken ranch wrap and a side of cheddar bites. You got to go side of cheddar bites because you get the cheddar bites in your tray, they short you.
Yeah.
But if you get the side, then they load you up in the bag. That's what I got for you.
No shake, no drink.
No shake.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I heard you say you had 4 offers coming out of high school. Where were they?
Army West Point, Tennessee Chattanooga, Eastern Kentucky, and Gardner Webb.
How'd you get to Coastal?
I went to a camp. They were one of the last schools to come in. Had a pretty heavy quarterback room at the time, but a system that I ran in high school that translated over to what they were doing. They took a chance on me and it worked out. It was a great fit.
So they gave you a scholarship. You got to. Where were you going to go instead?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If those were the 4 offers, you didn't have a favorite out of it?
I went up to West Point. It was absolutely unbelievable. Really loved it. They had a great staff over there and everything. I just didn't think it would be a great fit for me. I don't know. We'll say Chattanooga. Went up there and took a visit and liked the area. And either that or stay home and go to Gardner Webb.
So you hadn't decided?
No, yeah. That's a good question. I've never been asked that question.
Speaking of staying at home, we got to get an Indian Trail question.
Yeah.
It's just traffic, man.
Yep.
It's been a while since you've been there full time. What do you think of some of the changes?
It's crazy, man. It seems like ever since they put the pass through in, everything's changing. But they put like a new roundabout near my house, an Indian Trail, so that's like helping things out a little bit. But it's good to see the town I grew up in grow and continue to change. And it seems like more and more people are moving towards that way. And it's awesome to see. It's like I go to school and come back 6 months later, and it's like, when did this get here and where did that go? It's always changing. So it's good to see. I like to see it.
I got a random one for you.
All right.
I'm an Arizona State alum.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there's like a Grayson McCall fan club, probably everywhere.
Yeah.
Style play, Jimmy Chapman, all that stuff. But there's a big podcast out there that covers like the Southwest called Speak of the Devils.
Okay.
And they do like Grayson McCall segments.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I was wondering if you could shout out to Brad Denny and Speak of the Devils.
Yeah, shout out to Brad Denny, Speak of the Devils. What do you guys say, forks up?
Yeah,
there you go, forks up.
Appreciate you, sir.
All right, so I've heard about this mullet. I gotta
Talk to me.
Do you have like a special hair routine, like special shampoo, like?
I don't, so I get these curls from my mama, so I'm blessed with that, and kind of just let it go. I do have to condition it though. If I don't, it'll be all crazy. But yeah, just gotta kind of keep this thing tame, because if I don't, the curls kind of go crazy. But yeah, get the curls from my mama, and it works out.
Okay, quick questions: Team Drake or Team Kendrick?
Gosh, somebody already asked me this question. I'm not really in the loop. I'll say Drake. I don't know if that's a bad answer, but I wasn't really in the loop with all of it. I think I heard Kendrick's song, but I don't have a great answer for it.
What food should not exist?
Gosh, olives. Hate olives.
All right, if you can invite any celebrity to come watch you play, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, you guys got good ones. To come watch me play, you said. That's such a tough question. What would you say?
It's a quarterback that plays that's now an executive in the NFL. Maybe you get a job.
That's a good answer.
I got to give you something. Gosh, I don't even have like
favorite NFL team?
The Panthers. I'll say Morgan Wallen, because it's real, right? He should be there week 2, so maybe I'll get a chance to run into him.
All right, would you rather me go through your text messages or your camera roll?
Whatever you want. I got nothing to hide. Camera roll. I got some good ones in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, good questions. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Gavin said you and him are kind of bonding over country music.
Yeah.
It was really good. Like click with the guy down on day one. Kind of.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's always good to bond over music, and Davin never gets the speaker in the locker room. He's usually playing like some Luke Holmes or some Morgan Wallen. So yeah, no doubt. And he's always singing too. If you hear anybody singing in the locker room, it's Davin for sure.
Sing good?
He's got a good voice. You have to ask him to sing for you.
Grayson, I just wanted to say what's up.
What's
I
up?
interviewed you last year while
Yeah.
you were at Coastal.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I appreciate it. Good to see you.
Think about your journey, and it's had nothing but success.
Right.
To reach this level, play in the ACC for a perennial winner, are you able to kind of take stock of where you are right now as a quarterback and where you were?
Yeah, man. Unbelievable journey, going into year 6, playing for NC State, here at ACC Media Day kind of feels like a dream, always wanted to play football at the highest level, always knew I could, always knew I had it in me. It only took me, 6 years to get here, but we finally made it. But yeah, I mean, I'm confident, man. I'm so grateful to be here for this opportunity, to be healthy and to be in such a great spot in Raleigh. It's been unbelievable, and just so excited to go out and represent the Wolfpack.
And you think about specifically here in Charlotte and your people, how meaningful is it to them? Has that kind of washed over you in the last few months as you approach?
Yeah, it's special, man. Being in the home state is obviously cool, and closer to home, all my family's going to be able to come to all the games, which is awesome. Everything happened so fast in the process of the transfer portal and everything. And obviously, some of my family members took the visits with me and stuff like that. But I was back at school whenever I talked to Coach Doran and decided I was going to go to NC State, and kind of just sent my family group chat a quick text and said, we're going to stay in the home state this year. And before I get on the phone, this is all about to happen really fast, and they're fired up and they're excited for me. They're my backbone through all this, my biggest support system. I go out and play a bad football game, and seems like the world's coming down and everybody hates me, and I have a great family to go back home to, great parents, and an unbelievable support system. Speaking of family, my sister's actually in the hospital right now. She could have had her baby like any minute now. Last I heard, that thing was coming out. So excited to I'm already an uncle, but excited to have a nephew and meet the little one here soon.
Last one for me. You look at the...
No.
You look at the incredible Charlotte pedigree. Daniel Jones, Drake, Sam, and you're in that mix now, and your career has earned you a spot to be in that mix. How much do you think about that? Is it like just the inner city competition or friendly competition? You love those guys, but what's that mean?
Yeah, so actually, played against both of those guys in high school, and two unbelievable quarterbacks, obviously. Played against Sam, starting, middle school basketball, middle school football, all the way up. So always played those guys. And, it was tough in high school. It was like, all the big schools come to town, they drive right past my school, and they go see those guys, respectively, right? 50 touchdowns, really good, 5-star, whatever. But, it was tough on me to, try my best not to compare myself to those guys. The success they had was awesome, but just to, have my name in the conversation with those guys is special, and wish those guys nothing but the best. And, really looking forward to obviously Drake kicking off his NFL career and seeing what Sam does in Seattle now. So it was a crazy time, but, love those guys, love watching those guys play, and, extremely happy for them that they're getting their chance in the NFL.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
curious,
you.
have you played college football 25?
I have, yes, sir. Pleased with the rating. Pleased with the rating, 88. I respect it. But yeah, it's trying not to play it too much. It's like I get on there and feel like I can't get off. So no, it's fun. It's pretty cool to be playing as myself in a video game. So I've enjoyed it.
Gavin said he played as you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like some of my teammates come into the locker room and complain to me about throwing interceptions on a video game, and I'm like, well, that's you, that's not me, So it's kind of been the talk of the locker room for the past week or so. So it's been pretty fun.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Jordan was talking about your trash talking.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? You've always been a trash talker. What makes you comfortable with trash?
Yeah, I think just kind of not taking crap from anybody. I just like to. I'm so competitive, and it just comes out. It's always out of respect, but I'm just so competitive, man. And get out there, and the juices start flowing. I like to talk a little bit, and it's fun, and I enjoy it. And hopefully Jordan will join me and back me up on that here in the fall.
I guess how quickly did you feel comfortable doing that? Did you show up at NC State like immediately, like a vocal guy, or did it take a while to kind of?
Yeah, I think when I first got there, I just wanted to earn the respect of the guys around me, and show them that I'm in Raleigh to win football games and to be a leader and be the quarterback of the football team. And once I was able to kind of gain their respect and show them that I mean business, then I started becoming more vocal and kind of leading those guys. But it was a great transition, and all the older guys like Davin and the veterans that have been there really helped me through all of it.
You mentioned earlier that you maybe didn't really want to leave Coastal. What made you decide, okay, I do want to leave, and NC State's where I want to go?
Yeah, I think just a place like Coastal Carolina that kind of took a chance on me when a lot of other schools didn't. And that was my home for so long, and a place that I love. And it's just hard to leave. It's hard to leave people you love and places that you love. And so that was obviously tough. But at the end of the day, I had to make a decision to go elsewhere, whether that was to try it out in the NFL or a professional league or go play somewhere else. And NC State gave me an unbelievable opportunity to go up to Raleigh and be the quarterback. And it's such a special opportunity. I couldn't pass it down. So really grateful and really excited.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.